under the dashboard for the first time. Now I knew the chokes were missing. That's the manual choke cable. And I see this gizmo over there. I don't recognize it. You know, I was looking at the brake pedal assembly, and I do not see a stop switch. And I do see this yellow and pink wire. I'll check the wiring diagram, but I'll bet you that might be what you're supposed to have, and that the switch is not even in there. I've yanked the headlight switch, and we'll replace that because we've got spares. And it's all green on the rheostat, and it's just easier to go replace with a new. This has got the signal seeking radio, and it does have the two switches. Upper one looks like it's disused and stuck, one step at a time. So here's our gas tank out. I took it out because somebody's put this in there. And this gas tank has been out before because that silencing pad is not here, but you can see where it was. The underside of the car is just delightfully clean. And, well, it's got some road dirt, but there's no rust. Never seen this before, but the gas cap was actually stuck. Here's the sender out. It did not have a filter sock. You think it'll be rusty? Whoa, baby, is it rusty. So, there's the old seat spring for the passenger front seat on the J. Broken. This is off of a 64. We'll pop that back on. I've replaced the transmission mount. There is the original, and there's the replacement. There you go, EM5087 from Rock Auto. Unbelievable price. They're like $11, and by the time you're done with shipping and tax, it's like $15. Buy spares, put them in stock. There's the replacement speedometer cable anchor bracket. I got that off of a spare transmission. Cross it off the list. The passenger seat needed lubrication to the tracks, and don't forget the latch on the other side. When it's working right, you should see both of these releasing like that. And there you go, the return spring installed. Cross it off the list. Of course, the heater box is missing, and that's because there's no core in the heater box, which is in the trunk. So, but, you know, those heater hoses are obviously routed wrong. Now, this one actually is routed correctly in that it comes off the back pipe and it should go to that inboard. But that one ought to be a short one going to the heater core, and then one here running back. So, hit the rear door panels, the rear seat sections with Lexol. Applied the same to the passenger side front seat. Didn't touch the driver's. I hit the ashtray with reflective aluminum. I applied Lexol step number 2, passenger front seat, both rear quarters, both rear armrests. Armrests are in great shape. And rear seats, these are not. Really good shape. You get close, you can see a lot of cracking. Well, I found out why they had newspaper stuffed on here. Somebody's been in there and has torn the screen, replaced the headlight switch with a new one. Wanted to paint the center of the pull switch before reinstalling. Remove the ashtray. There it is down there. It's going to need to be blasted and painted. Gas tanks. Dimensionally they're the same. It's the necks. 64 has like a 4 1/4, and the 62 is like 5 1/2. So the neck is going to stick out maybe an inch more. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. Probably the easiest thing to do is install it and see. Need to test that tomorrow just to see if we got any leaks. No instrument light there. Yes, I think I'm missing that bulb. Clock does not light up. No lights here. Does work. Only with the key on. And needs some adjustment though. Alrighty. I have unplugged this, and with the key turned on, I have no power windows. With it plugged back in, the key to accessory. You have power windows. That is definitely a relay for the power windows. Now look at the wiring. That is factory. Here's the headlight switch with a new black center, polished up and ready to go. Well, guess what? These switches I have for 63 will work electrically, but they won't catch this. The mounting piece, you can't thread it in far enough so that this gets deep enough into the body to catch. And if you lay one of these on top of the other, okay, they're flush on the nose. See how much closer the body is on this one than that one? It means the catch is further back. And you can't screw this piece deep enough. So I've been fussing with this thing for the longest time. You can't get this thing to catch. And that's the reason why. So this brand new switch is never going to fit on this 63 and I imagine 64. Well, an hour and a half later, look at all the nice lamps. The heater buttons GE57. Just burned out, replaced. The other ones needed a little bit of polish on their grounds. And this is a 62 switch. It fits just fine. One thing that's not working is the high beam indicator in the center of the dashboard. I should get my spare dash and look at it. I don't find a bulb for it, but I had a box number 122 hood snubbers. It had two of those and two of those, and they all seem to fit. So I removed the kick panel. I wanted to go check on circuit breakers. Yeah, sure enough, there's the circuit breaker. The dimmer switch tested, and I do now have operating high beam. These heater buttons are stiff as a rock. Probably should replace them with a new unit.